Guys,
Yo, what
what's
up,
up,
y'all?
y'all? What's up? This is Sticks to Leather Sports, man. We here chopping it up. All right,
And let's get into
so
the
uh,
home
yeah, the task at hand, New York Jets. This is the final episode of the critically acclaimed, the most hyped, the most watched New York Jets Hard Knocks. Um, after 4 episodes, man, 4 episodes, it was packed. There was
hmm
lot going on.
hmm
I feel like this is one of the one Hard Knocks that I felt like I've watched completely, like the game and all the games that actually
Right.
happened in the Hard Knocks, and not just like some random team and just watching it only Hard Knocks. I followed the team the entire time, and
Right.
just to the culmination of everything, I think that this was a great episode in kind of wrapping things up. Just to start it off, I remember early off in the week, um, Robert Sala saying that they're not really trying to focus on players getting cut, which is a staple
hmm
in the Hard Knocks
hmm
franchise of having those the cameras in there during those tough conversations, guys getting cut. Um, because of how Hard Knocks is set up, you always have that. Whereas the first 2 episodes, things was riding high. By the time it
Right.
gets to that third, fourth, you start seeing guys get cut. It really changes
hmm
the dynamic of the show. So I think Robert Sala
hmm
coming out and saying that um, it really impacted how things was done for this fourth episode. Um, it started off with uh, Gibson
hmm
and Brownlee, the two rookie undrafted
My guys.
wide receivers. Yep,
Right.
8-2 and
Uh-huh.
16. Those guys
Uh-huh.
going into the office to speak to Robert Sala and Joe Douglas. And they always do it in a way where it's like,
Mm-hmm.
things stacked up against you,
So,
undrafted free
right.
agent. Having guys thinking like, "Damn, I really didn't make this." Like,
The team, yeah,
uh,
bro. Like, you gotta
and
think
they
about it,
did
bro.
it, man.
That's your job. That's it. That's your livelihood.
Yeah.
You went to school to do all this to get to the pros, thinking that you're gonna be able to be signed, and be able to take care of your family, and your stuff you
Mm-hmm.
do. And they tell you, yo, you didn't make the team. Now you gotta go back to the drawing board. You gotta
Yep.
figure out what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go try for another team. I'm gonna go like you gotta go about the whole different routine to try to get yourself back on track. So yeah, man, when they told him that he was a little scared, and he didn't
Mm.
thought he could make the team, yeah, bro, like I can imagine, man. Like I said, man, them
Yeah.
saying you got
Oh,
changed your whole life, man. It was just when I seen that clip, man, I saw the last remember when we spoke about the last episode, and we had to look it up to see if he made the team. So we just want to see how
mm-hmm.
that interaction told him. So, like I said,
Yeah.
that was cool in saying that.
Yeah, that was definitely cool. That was cool. We saw um they showed the light. They had like a little quick montage after that of
Mm-hmm.
players who didn't make it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that some of these players' names honestly, but they just showed like a group of them, like either walking out. You could tell, man. It's just like, yeah, it didn't work out for them. I was
But
surprised.
let
I
me
didn't
ask you
think,
this.
based on what Salah said. Based on
Uh-huh.
what Salah said, I thought they wouldn't have even shown that.
That's
But
what I
they
was about
still
to ask
showed
you.
it. Yeah.
Like I said, the way how they was, if I'm not mistaken, in the past Hard Knocks, they were showing them getting cut like during the like in not like the last episode, but like throughout the episode, right?
Throughout.
Like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
I'm mistaken, so I didn't think it was really gonna be like a whole big cut that last
Mm-hmm.
episode. Or they even showed them like that dreadful wait for the call to the walk to the facility, which is bad. You don't know what they're gonna
Hmm.
tell you. The playbook, you know, they're gonna tell you. And then
Yeah,
you get the news.
and
So
that was the scene.
how do you
That's what they said. That's what they
No,
said too. Because you're totally right. Because it normally does happen as the episodes go on, but you
right,
also get to see the conversations with the coach and the GM, letting them go, and
right.
then it gets
Yeah, bro.
increases over time.
So that's why I didn't really think it was gonna be like, expected
Yeah.
like how it was before. We could I feel like they didn't really target that or like
Hmm.
them getting cut and I mean, hey, like
It happens.
national
It
television,
happens.
bro. Yeah, it
You
happens,
know.
but I don't know if probably
Yeah.
people probably complained about it before or it probably was bad. They kind of stay away
Mm.
from that and just kind of show like the people that really made it, worked for it, making the practice squad, like um,
Yeah.
your boy Smart.
It's
He
yeah.
made
It's
the
voice
team.
smart.
He made the
He
practice. He
made
really wasn't
that.
a good team, but mm-hmm.
And either way, like coach um Jeff Albrecht, like he said, he's like, yo, this this defensive line is like the hardest defensive line to make. You feel me? They have so much talent top to bottom. So you're gonna have some guys who showed a lot of stuff. Tenzel was making plays all preseason. You know, so
No, he was.
if it wasn't for if it wasn't for him getting on the practice squad, I honestly felt like he was gonna end up on the team. Just like who said that? McDonald actually said that. There was a scene where McDonald was walking
Mm-hmm.
out with the other defensive lineman, and he's like, somebody was saying like, "Yo, they can't believe Tenzel didn't make it," blah blah blah, and it's like, "Yo, somebody's talking." I don't know if it's McDonald or not, but because all the linemen was walking, you can't tell who's talking or not.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like, "Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a business side of things," you know what I'm saying? But he said, "Yo, if you look at his tape, he put in mad work. Somebody was gonna pick him up, you know." And
Yeah, that's
that's how I
how I
felt
felt.
about
That's how
Tenzel.
I felt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
like, if we didn't take him, we didn't snatch him, somebody's gonna take him. And that's why I asked you last week, like how that practice squad thing goes, because I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if like can other teams snatch him up from the practice squad as well. Because I'm thinking about like how the Madden, like I play Madden, and in my franchise mode,
Mm-hmm.
other players was taking taking plays from my practice squad, like signing
Mm-hmm.
them. So I don't know,
Damn.
like I said, if they can still, I don't know if that's possible. Like I said, how do you look at them things through Madden? So if you can do that in Madden, you probably can do that in the NFL. If that's possible, then yeah, bro, he can get picked up if a team is interested in him. But like I said, if everybody's healthy, then I don't know if he might sit out playing time, but you never know. So
Yeah,
that's
they
how it
say
looks
so. The
in that
NFL
line.
allows practice squad. So I found something that says the NFL allows practice squad players to be signed by other teams, but there are some rules
See?
governing the process. Players cannot be signed directly from one practice squad to another. They either have to be released first or added to the active 53 man roster.
Mm. It makes sense.
So, yeah, it's possible. So it's possible. Um,
Yeah.
especially
So you never know.
when you have those injuries, you just never know
Yeah, those
what a
injuries,
team's gonna
bro.
need.
You
So,
never know. And I feel like like I said, man, if he really wants to get a job. Like I said, that's the thing in the NFL. You want to be in the NFL, you just don't want to be in the practice squad, bro. A team calls him, pick him up, and say he's gonna be in that 53-man squad. I would take it. You understand? Because maybe you
right.
get on squad, and probably can get more money as well than what you getting. Because I think you do get paid for being in the practice squad. And
Yeah, of course.
yeah,
It's
bro.
they get paid like two hundred k.
Yeah, it's done like that. So yeah, bro. Like, like I said, man, we got so many talent on the Jets. Like I said, man, like I said, God forbid somebody gets hurt, man, next man up.
For
So
real, no, it's a fact. Next man up, and the other portion of the episode when I think it was a funny moment when they went to a Broadway show. I can't remember which one it was. They had Michael Jackson,
yeah,
somebody playing
Michael,
Michael Jackson.
somebody play Michael
He was
Jackson. Yeah,
a couple
listen,
of other artists.
it was packed. The show that they went to, it was packed. So I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if there was like recognizable, like if anybody, it's New York, so you know how that goes. Everybody's in the
Right.
city. But for the fact that Larry was there with the team, that was cool. Um, he was joking around. I think he wanted to dance. So I mean, everybody was, that's everybody was having fun. Your boy, Solomon Thomas, and your other boy, the tight end. I forgot his name. The one that he be coming with his hair.
Uh, yes.
You know, something I
Osama.
forgot his name. Yeah,
Osama.
Toby.
Osama.
He Osama. He was a character as well. So it was cool that from what they said in the beginning of the show that they wanted to do, they ended up
Mm.
doing it. They did it as a team. So everybody was a team. They killed it as a team. Like I
So
said, you see
Zach
your
did too.
he was there. Like, so I mean, like I said, it was dope from the part that I seen up to, and then um, the party was Sauce. Um, like I think it was his birthday, so whatever the case was. So he was showing him
Yeah.
out, whatever the case. And like I said, man,
I think one of the parts that I was happy about was just the sauce part because I always felt like as soon as I heard his name was Sauce, I was like, yo, he definitely gonna have some ill endorsement about some
of
sauce. Like
course,
I don't know if it's gonna be some
of course.
McDonald's sauce or something. Buffalo
Listen,
Wild Wings,
all types of
yeah,
souls.
we
Buffalo,
got we
Buffalo. You know how we do Buffalo. You know what I mean? you know
exactly
how we do
what. Listen, one of these games, we definitely gonna be in the Buffalo Wild Wings, and we're gonna be like, yo,
Bro,
we need that sauce.
we eating Buffalo Wild Wings on Monday.
Yes. Matter of fact, you're
Bro,
right. You're right. We need that.
yes, we eating
We
Buffalo
need
Wild
that.
Wings on Monday, and I want the sauce on my wings. That's it, man. I want the sauce on my wings, man. This is sauce. That name is the maybe top five nicknames of all time.
Oh man, nah, it
You
really is
understand?
though. It
Maybe
really
top five.
is.
For you to be
Sauce,
called
bro.
sauce, and for
Mm,
the fact that you're playing that name. So, yeah,
yeah,
bro.
that's a
I,
fact.
I,
No, he
I
really
like
doing
it.
his thing.
He's
He
doing his
really doing his
thing.
thing.
So, like I said, man, I hope he has a big season.
Mm-hmm.
Sophomore season, bro, it can be tough. It can be tough.
Yeah,
So,
and
yeah.
I think that the team is ready. Pardon me. The team is ready for the challenge. There was a pardon me.
Mhm.
There was a montage of the practice plays. Man, beautiful thrown balls by Aaron. Like, oh my gosh, they had this one. There was one part where they just like they show the ball like spinning in the air after Aaron
Yeah.
throws it, and it's just like perfect rotation
Perfect skin, yeah.
and the blue skies in the background. You see the nosedives happening, and it just right when it gets into the view of the player, it's Wilson just catching it perfectly for the touchdown. It's like, yo, this is this is heaven, son. I was
Yo,
just in heaven watching this ball. You feel me? Oh,
listen.
so many
I,
plays.
I can look at Aaron Rodgers play all day. You understand? I can watch the Jets play all day. I can watch them practice all day. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I need to see them in action. You need to see him on his competition rating. My whole thing is all this that we did in the Hall Nine, everybody's expecting the Jets to do something. They not
Yeah.
know, oh, we're gonna make the playoff. Even though I'm trying to take things one day at a time.
Mhm.
You know my motto, I don't like to rush into things, but we don't have too long anymore. So this that we getting around right now in the Super Bowl or not, forget the playoff. Cool, we may play for 10 years, 5, whatever it takes, for 13 years, whatever it takes. But
Mhm.
playoffs to get bumped first round, that ain't shit. You get playoffs to make it the second round, well, that's nothing. You go to AFC Championship, okay, you may need one more piece,
Yeah.
but how many pieces can you get?
Nah, this is
If you
it, bro.
go,
And one of the
this is it.
pieces, one of the pieces that they added for this show was, you know, Dalvin Cook finally putting on the
Finally,
jersey
finally
and
for the
just
good.
like,
But I ain't
oh,
think to do anything.
he was getting the rock. Yo, he was
Oh,
getting
okay.
the rock, making moves, and then Aaron was like, yo, on this handoff, I'm gonna need you to, like, give me a like half a second less. Like I need the ball to be like right here. He's like, all right, bet, got you. Boom. Hit
Listen,
the play, perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like this is crazy, man. This lineup, this depth chart is insane. So many hitters, man. So we just gotta, and this is one of the things I liked what Salah said. He said, for Mount Everest, um,
mm,
it takes you. It's a 45-mile journey just to get to base camp. To the point
mm,
where now you starting to climb Mount Everest,
mm.
right? So there's a little journey just to even get to
Good,
the
good
point where
coming
you
from.
start really climbing. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's exactly what they just started going through. Like as difficult as it was, they went to training, they were training camp, they were OTAs, they were rookie camp,
Mm-hmm.
OTAs, then the real training camp, the cuts, all of that.
All right.
Now's the time we start
All the
climbing.
time.
You know what I'm saying? Now is the time. So I felt like that was a great encapsulation of everything that they just did. And he said, now the crows is gonna start coming. You feel me?
Right.
The
Huh?
crows
Yeah,
is gonna start coming, trying to like attack us. Like, yo, we gotta be on point. So I'm like, yo, this is the perfect wrap up. Like, it's time to go. All gas, no brakes, and also too what it meant to be a Jet, what it means to be a Jet, and the redefinition of it. Cause to be
yeah.
honest, Darren, you already know, bro. The what do we have to stand on? I mean, we have our AFC championship games, but we didn't make no damn
Nothing.
championship. We didn't make to the Super Bowl.
Bro,
You feel me?
I can get into arguments with my friends
No, we
because
got
they got
nothing.
championship.
Nothing.
No, we got one, and this is Joe Namath. I was even thought I was my fantasy one. You know
Bro,
what I'm
come on.
saying?
Come on.
So
So
that's all I'm saying. We can go up, and that's enough.
we can't, nothing. We have nothing to stand on. So when I say this episode, I loved how uh they put it was that those four letters mean. They're
Mm-hmm.
trying to change that. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to associate that with domination, with excellence, with championship pedigree. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to redefine that because right now, man,
Right.
you know, it's we got nothing to stand on. So it starts
We got
now.
nothing. So that's nothing. We got the test starts Monday,
Yeah.
and I told you earlier I ran into a fan,
Mm.
and he asked me, he said, you ready? He said, you know what? It's a big game for not only for the Jets but for Aaron Rodgers. And I'm like, why you say that? He said because Aaron never been in that type of atmosphere before. 9/11,
Mm.
it's a big thing. That's still people to this day.
Yeah.
They felt like it happened like yesterday. And he told me that, and I sat back and I'm like, it dawned on me. I'm like, I'm like, Aaron Rodgers, I feel is capable enough to. He's been in the Super Bowl before. He's been with the bright lights, with the stakes up. You know what I'm saying? He went through the pressure with the Brett Favre, went through that situation. Been through the situation with the media. You know what I'm saying? And but I'm like, he never dealt with this with the emotion. And now, if you don't win, you might get booed. But if you don't have a good game, usually Aaron Rodgers' first game, it don't look too good. His first game is NFL debut. So what if he come out not throwing the rock crazy or having a bad game? Is that
Yeah.
going to break down the confidence? So he said it with a guy that made me think about all that. So I'm like, hopefully Aaron Rodgers is ready. Not just Aaron Rodgers, the whole team. They're
Yeah.
young. They might not understand what happened 9/11. So
It's
for
gonna
them
be
to
an
come to the,
emotional.
it's gonna be emotional.
That's it.
It's gonna be emotional game. And the referees is gonna be on it. The coaches that was probably around, that probably had families that was in that, they're gonna be emotional about it. The fans as well, they're gonna be emotional about it. And it's both of your teams. If you put it like that, Buffalo,
Yeah.
the city. So both Wisconsin and both New York. So it's gonna be tough. You might have some equal fans over there. So if Aaron Rodgers can
Yeah.
pull this off, that was a big win, big game, and he can do it against um a divisional champ. Because the Bills,
Mhm.
they did win the division last year, right?
Yeah.
So being the divisional champs, being the first division game,
Mm-hmm.
being this 9/11, and you get the W with a new quarterback,
We need it, man. We
we
need it.
need it.
We
We
need it.
need it. So
It-
we
His
need it, bro. So
his
yeah.
he had it speaks about his mindset and being calm under pressure. Aaron Rodgers is that guy. I think one of the parts I don't know if you saw this part um in episode 4 he says how he saw a UFO at one of his friends' house. So he
Mhm.
describes the whole experience. Like he said it was like he said it was like late night, like you know, like 2 3 a.m. or so. He goes down
Uh,
his friends. He hears a sound. Like he ends up going outside. Um,
mm,
and then he hears a sound and he looks up and he sees like this big ass this I don't know like this I don't know how to describe it, but he
uh-huh.
sees it in the sky. He hears sirens going off, like alarms going off, and
Mm,
his buddy comes out around the same time. So they both look at each other like, "Yo, you see what I'm seeing? Like this thing is in the
mm,
sky." And then he said, before you knew it, that thing just like goes off, like it's gone. And then he says he hears like right after it left, he hears like the fighter jets, like 2 3 of them joints just like flying right after it. And then he was like he went to bed, but like at the same time it was like, yo, he didn't actually sleep. Like, yo,
think
he actually
think
see
about
this.
the
And the whole time
UFOs.
I'm like, the whole time I'm like saying like they was probably high. Most likely. They was probably high. But at the same time, yo, I would have
Listen,
been out. I wouldn't have never
yeah,
stayed. But this guy is calm
he
under
said
pressure.
he said he went to sleep, bro. Like,
Yo, the guy,
yeah, I don't know.
he's ice cold. He's ice cold. It was weird.
Yeah,
Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, it was weird. I mean, he's like, that's what got him into, UFOs and stuff like that. Like, nah, you can go down a whole rabbit hole with that stuff. But,
yeah, I don't.
um,
Yeah, my
he's he
girl, she's all into that
yo, it's interesting. It's
UFO.
interesting
Yeah,
though.
I
He
know.
And he was saying too, he was like, most UFO sightings are right next to power plants. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's
Mm.
something that they trying to get to. He said it was 9 miles away from where they was at. I was like, but
You think about
hey,
every
he's
area
calm under
51, huh?
pressure.
Yeah.
That's all I got out of that story because I was like, well, where's this going? But what I got out of it was like, yo, he didn't
He was
run. He
calm.
didn't like. He was calm. You know what I'm saying? And with the line situation, I hope it's resolved. But I just need him to think of these defensive linemen as UFOs and just chill and just like get the
Yeah,
ball
yeah,
to Wilson and
yeah,
and,
man.
and keep the ball, keep the rock moving.
Oh, whenever the smoke, you know, away from people, like, shit. Yo, you can even describe how crazy that shit was. Boy. You know,
I was
I'm
lost.
good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Listen, everybody who's listening to, like I said, man, we need the whole team to get this shit together, man, and change that culture, man. It's all about
Right.
culture. And I like the coach because coach from day one, he came with the culture and it seemed like everybody's back.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I always say, you can always get the young guys,
Mm.
but when you get the you got CJ to
Mm.
buy in. I didn't think CJ took it seriously when we had Gates and everything to the serious.
Nah.
When we got Solomon, he wanted to play for him.
Yeah.
This
For
is what
sure.
this is what third year with Solomon, right?
Mm-hmm.
The
Yep.
last season was what 10 or 7 or 11, some shit like
Uh.
that.
What's
The
our
year
record?
before we won like what 3 games, 3 4 games, some shit like that.
We
And then after that, yeah,
had.
yeah, that's exactly right. So like I said, I feel like he's been changing the culture. Everybody, like I said, the veteran they brought in,
Mhm.
the guy that he wanted on the team, it seemed like he had an old Simon Thomas. I keep mentioning him
Mhm.
nigga. I like him. He can
Yeah.
play for the 49ers. So you understand, like you can see, like once the vets buying the young boys are going the young boys
Right.
buying he got quarterback that he got brought in as well. Because he basically he got his offensive coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett. He got his buddy and Lazard.
Mhm.
So made him comfortable and added more pieces with Dalvin and you already got that. So it's like make it a quarterback. So now all you gotta
Yeah.
do is do his job. And like I said, man, the only thing we have to worry about is our O line. If our O line can hold up, like I said, man, sky's the limit with us.
We need it.
Like
We need it.
we need it. Like I said, we're a popular team right now. So anybody and I know this so popular people that are Jets fans or that always have jokes about Jets and this and that. Low key watching. Yeah, yo, man,
Oh,
you
of
know what?
course.
They looking through fantasy draft came up. See a lot of plays, people picking up Jets plays. I said, oh, yeah. Y'all been watching home now, son. Y'all going
Yeah,
after Jets,
exactly.
huh? I see it. I see it.
We
Oh,
got the
y'all got
players,
Dalvin.
man.
You got
We
players, man.
got the
Oh, y'all going for
players.
defense. Oh, so y'all gonna be top on defense. So y'all going for defense. But people that don't
We
like the
got the
Jets,
players, man.
they all. Mafia, I got you. So I was
Yeah,
gonna have
yeah,
the
yeah.
last. So, I'm gonna have the last time. So I'm letting you do that. Everybody do that. Like I said, I had a fantasy draft today, bro. Not one Jets player I have on my team.
You don't
You know
want
what?
you don't want to have that pressure. You
Yes,
got
bro. Like,
you got to enjoy the game, man.
I want to enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
I want to enjoy the game. My whole thing is, I don't want to win these games. Because I told him, I guess I told you before, I don't want to play against my team. I don't want to jinx nothing. I just want to just root for the
Right.
Jets. I took
Yeah,
on my
man.
man man,
Listen.
to
th-
do it. I'm winning. You know what I
Right,
mean? And
right.
now, like I said, I'm seeing everybody doing their draft. I'm not gonna pick no Jets. I see the Jets defense. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna pick on you. I know the defense. I'm not gonna do it.
Bruh.
I'm not gonna.
I'm
You
not doing
know,
that to myself this season, man.
I'm not doing it to myself,
No
bro.
no fantasy for
No
me.
Aaron Rodgers. Aaron
No
Rodgers ain't gonna do it to
fantasy
myself, my
for
dude.
me, son. I'm
I'm
out.
not doing it. I could have had Garrett Wilson. All these guys on the table. I could have went for him first, and I didn't. Because I can't. Every
It
time
cha-
last year,
it
it was
changes
hard for me.
it changes the whole fan experience. I'm not gonna lie, it changes it because like now
And
I'm worried about Garrett Wilson getting 10 receptions. Now I'm tight if he don't get it. Nah, bro, I'm
he's
not
gonna get
doing
it,
that this
bro.
season.
Yeah, bro. I don't. That's what I mean,
Yeah,
bro. I just enjoy the Jets. Like, I feel like this when the Jets got Brett Favre, I was still, I was down south.
yeah,
So I didn't get to see every Jets game. I got to see Jets game, whatever came on station out there, whatever case. So when we was winning, it was cool. And then we remember we went through a little slide and we didn't make the playoffs. We lost to Miami. I get to watch the Jets every Sunday. That's it. So I'm like, I'm excited because, like I said, I just want to just enjoy the game. I don't want nothing else.
yeah,
Just enjoy the
man.
game. And
Yeah,
that's it, bro.
you, Darren, you owe this to yourself. Okay, you owe this to yourself to just enjoy the game, man. We've all these losing seasons, all these failures. Um, no, nothing at the end of the season. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So it's at the end of the day, you deserve this season. Hopefully, it turns out well. Just like I'm
yes,
doing,
sir.
I'm not doing no fantasy. Um, no fantasy with money on the line and all this stuff, all this stress. Nah, I'm done. I'm gonna sit
Yeah,
back
I feel
and
you,
watch
B.
my Jets. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
I
it,
feel
it
you,
was a
B.
it was a great Hard Knocks um season. We only can hope with the insight that we've gotten from this team as Jet fans,
Mm-hmm.
we feel confident what was being said, what was said from what the glimpses that we got from Hard Knocks. Uh, we I feel confident that they've got the right coaching, they got the right messaging, they're on the same page. We've made
Right.
adjustments from episode to
Nah, B.
episode. We've seen the growth. This was an excellent wrap up and transitioning into the season. And
Mm-hmm.
September 11th, we kicking off. You know,
Yeah,
so
man. Kicking off
thank
and
you
we
for
kicking ass.
everyone.
You know what I say,
We
but we
kicking
kicking
ass.
ass, y'all.
We kicking
Mm-hmm.
ass. Thank you for everyone who seen the whole series with us and the wrap up of Hard Knocks with the 4 episodes. You know, we hope you continue to tune in for our content. There's gonna be tons of content that we will be going over all the games, showing out
Back.
who do you feel is gonna be the best players, the most clutch moments, the biggest hits, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Catch it here with us, with me and Darren. And we're gonna have an awesome season. So we hope you guys all tune in to Sticks and
Right.
Leather Sports, and we will continue doing our content. All right,
So,
I'm out. Out.
ready.
All right, y'all.